So I'm gonna make this quick today because I'm on my lunch break and my roommate's in the other room and I'm nervous. I can't remember what I said in the last video for sub count, but we're at 24 now. I've made the same video for the last 3 months, so everyone's probably like, okay, we get it. I'm like, okay, I'm sorry. But I'm hoping to do other things because these are like, as much as I like doing these, they're getting kind of boring, and I'm sure everyone else thinks that. So yeah, you know, we're kicking it. So I've had a couple of job interviews. I've gotten one offer. I got rejected from one grad school. I got put on the wait list for another, and I got accepted into one, but I don't think I'm gonna go right away. So it's kind of a non-factor. I have another job interview next Friday, so see how that goes, because that will hopefully be my job for a hot minute and will get me where I need to go. And then I'll just have to focus on moving, which is a whole beast on its own. For anybody who's moved before, it's not fun, not the best. Would recommend, but like very minimally. Got some mermaid hair going today, but it's kind of like flat on top. Whatever. Month was a very slow month because I went to New York for a week and then bruised my foot because we walked 42 miles, and I didn't want to hurt it more. And then the next weekend, Jared and I went hiking and we did like 10 miles, and I was like, you know, that kind of counts, but for running I did 22, which isn't bad, isn't good. I had 30 days to do 22 miles. That's like less than a mile a day. But it's fine. I am doing well. I've started working out a lot more. I've taken up boxing. I joined an intramural volleyball team. So that's been really fun, just to like get my body moving. It makes me feel more confident in myself just because I'm being more active, enjoying myself. Sorry, you could probably hear my roommate. She's literally next door. I had a movie night this month where I watched all of the movies that I watched for this month. I watched Wreck-It Ralph 2, which made me very uncomfortable because it's this grown adult character that has a weird relationship with a child character. So Disney, why, first of all? Second of all, the first one I loved so much, and then this one was just like, oof. Oh gosh. I watched Ready Player One, which I enjoyed. It reminded me of some other movies that I had seen, and I was like, I understand the premise. And then I watched Crazy Rich Asians, which, oh my gosh, it was so cute. I loved it so much. Well, I would recommend that one. I want to watch it again. I read Punished, the policing of minority boys, for one of my classes. My roommate's dog is running around. Fitz, chill out, please. I'm trying to be quiet, but also talk loud. I'm hoping that since I'm sitting closer, it's picking me up better, but we'll see. Because I'm gonna have to get over this eventually. Like, they know. They figured me out. I read Alita Battle Angel Part 1. There's like, I think 8 books, but I read the first one, and it was like, I could see where the first movie was, but it left out so many parts, and I was like, I needed to know all this information. Where was it? And then I read the Naruto manga books, which I read one of like the 3-in-1s. It was like 10 through 12. I'm waiting for the next one for me because I put a hold on it. So I'm just waiting for that to come back so I can continue on my journey through the series that I've already watched to death. Podcasts. Apparently this month I was really feeling myself with murders and mysteries and whatever. I started listening to the Crime Junkie podcast, which is located in Indianapolis. Like, they are from Indiana, and so sometimes they'll do like local stuff, and I'm like, I really don't want to know about this because I'm planning to move there in like a month and a half. So hearing that kind of stuff, I'm like, okay. But I also lived there growing up, so I'm like, I mean, I was there the whole time. I also listened to My Favorite Murder. I got it off of another YouTuber who I watched. She was recommending it and I was like, I have nothing really else to listen to, so why not? I'm on episode like 12, but I keep listening. They're all like an hour long, so like I'm listening to them during work. We were hiking last week and I was like, good, we're gonna be in the woods and go camping. Oh, I went camping for the first time. I did a lot of firsts this month. I turned 22 for the first and only time. I went to New York for the first time. I went camping for the first time. I peed in the woods for the first time. That was an experience, let me tell you. It was fine other than peeing in the woods. I really don't like to pee in the woods. I'm gonna just make a disclaimer there. I don't like to pee in the woods. And then I only watched one show really. I only really had time to watch one show. And it was the like Mystery of Madeline McCann on Netflix. I don't remember how I found that. I think I was like Googling my name, which is Madeline, and that popped up and I was like, that's not me. So I learned about it a couple years ago, but then when I was in New York, I saw in Times Square on one of the things that they were making a show on it, and I was like, oh, I need to watch it. So I think I'm like halfway through it. It's like a frustrating thing almost because they're not adding anything new to what we already know. They've just made it more, they made it a series and are making money off of it. Yeah, this month has been pretty slow as far as like things to talk about, so this one's gonna be really short. I was also really bad at taking clips, and you'll be able to tell that because it's just like random shots of whatever. Yeah. Oh, also this month I had to like a big repair on my car for the first time in my life. That was a fun Monday. I had 2 job interviews and then my car was making this awful noise and I was like, can we not do this today? And then I had to find a way home because I was in Indianapolis and I live in Bloomington right now, and I was like, I don't know how I'm gonna get home, but I have stuff to do this week. So yeah, that's March. I'm hoping to do more stuff and like expand what I'm doing because I'm kind of not done. I'm gonna finish this because this is kind of part of a resolution that I would do this once a month. But I want to do other things because other things are far more fun than me just sitting here talking about what I did. Which I'm hoping to have a New York video out in the next month. Yeah. Thanks for watching, I guess, if you made it. I appreciate you. Bye.